Chris.
I'm Bill.
And we are going to do an unboxing of Necromunda Underhive from Games Workshop. So this game comes out next week. And it's something like that. Next week after.
I guess.
Yeah.
Pre-orders went up.
Yeah, pre-orders are up today. You can pre-order this from the Sentry box in all of its Underhive brutal gang warfare goodness.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
In the 41st millennium.
Yeah. I think the old one only used to say gang warfare, but as you just said off camera, you didn't play the original.
I have never played Necromunda.
You've not lived. It's good. I've got lots of hopes and dreams for this one.
I have played Shadow War Armageddon, which was based on Necromunda, but wasn't Necromunda, as has been mentioned.
I believe that this is supposed to be a whole new game, so let's not keep people waiting too much longer.
All right, let's do this.
Box fart noises.
There is no shrink on this, and I think that's because this is a demo copy.
It did have shrink on it.
Oh, okay. So I don't know why there's no shrink on this box for the unboxing.
You know, I wanted to look. I was too nosy.
Let's put this right behind the camera. Look at that.
Glass
Templates.
Orange ones as well.
Yes.
The correct colour of templates.
And this one has tentacles on it.
Should we switch over to the close-up one? Ooh, look at that stuff.
Knock the box over.
Then bulkheads. Necromunda bulkheads. You don't have to buy them for 50 cents a bulkhead on eBay anymore.
and doors. And these are pretty cool. There are bombs to go in your boxes. So when you open a crate in this game, it might have treasure inside, or just a bunch of exploding hand grenades.
Everyone's favourite.
And there's some guns in the same boxes. So
Caches
that seems
of
fun.
weaponry. Okay, let's bring it back so people can see our joyous faces.
Bullets.
So, one thing I was really curious to look at, because obviously the pictures they show online, like all the models look awesome. I was curious if they are truly posable multi-part miniatures.
Their legs are not. Their legs will be planted on the ground, stuck to their torsos.
Yeah, but looks like you get lots of weapon options. Have you got?
I have Goliaths.
Goliaths, not the Eshers. Okay.
You have Eshers.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So, we should probably get that light out of there. Or, I don't know.
Everyone can see the joy of our setup there, how good it is. How tip top our studio is. And I'm just like dragged around the amateurish, man. Amateurish.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm not going to edit that.
Second rate.
It's the contents of a box people care about.
That's right. And this is, let's do all of the Goliaths.
I believe it's two sets of the same sprue.
Yeah, you are correct. So this is the second sprue. And just judging by the whip that I see in the middle of the one you're holding,
it's the same as
they are identical.
Yeah, and there's a Goliath boot that came from somewhere.
Oh, with an extra boot. Not where this box was stored all night, because this video is hosted by an Englishman.
I bought the car in Canada, so I think it comes with a trunk.
A trunk?
Yeah.
If you were to export it to back to Britain, would it turn back into a boot?
Only if you need to replace it. So.
Okay. You had to replace the boot.
A relatively tangential.
Here are your instructions.
Yeah, one big sheet.
Yeah.
So my first effort at repairing my vehicle in Canada, I hit a deer on the way home one night, and needed to replace the front wing, but they're not called what they would be called in the UK.
Oh.
So I couldn't believe that I couldn't find the part.
No one knew what you were talking about.
I'm just a crazy person asking for random car pieces. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
a random bag, actually not random, it's 15 25 mil bases and 10 32 mil bases. Which seems like an odd number, but then I suppose there's 5 terminals and objectives and stuff. So these are Necromunda style bases, which look an awful lot like the ones from the industrial set.
So I'm going to show off a bit you pointed out now, so that I can seem really smart.
Okay, right.
I am so smart.
Stealing my glory.
Okay, you can do it. You can do it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Look at the inside of the box. Oh, it's so beautiful.
So the inside of this box is meant to be the Quickstart game board. And when you look at it on Games Workshop's website, you can see this weird red box in the middle of everything, but it's full of tiles and art and Imperial Aquila doors and whatnot.
Not enough skulls.
I don't see a single skull on this. That's disappointing.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I found one. I found one.
We're good. We're good.
Oh, there's two. That was close. Jeez.
We love you, Games
Skulls.
I did sell somebody the pack of skulls, and I was like, I do believe that this is the best skull per dollar ratio in the gaming industry. We have a measuring stick.
Single measuring stick, because Games Workshop knows that only one person wants to buy this box.
I have to be honest, I do miss the twanging sticks.
Yeah.
We had to ban them in the local store because they were used for twanging and not for measuring.
Someone put an eye out.
Do you want to open the book, or do you want to open the tiles?
So this, of course, is the board game Necromunda rules. The 3D terrain
definitely came to third.
Necromunda rules are in Gang War. So if you want to play on your 40k terrain, you'll pay a little more.
Well, when? You need to buy what, sorry?
Gang War. So the rules in here are, oh, look at that. 2-player reference sheets.
So what you're saying is this is one of the rules to play with the tiles that come in this giant pack here.
Correct. And then in here there are some scenarios. Gangs of House Escher, Gangs of House Goliath. Presumably all of the other gangs from the gang game.
Oh god, I still got a green screen turned on. That's a mistake. You can see through
it. Oh, you can see right through it.
Oh, Facebook. Find us on Facebook.
That's
disconcerting.
That's the coolest thing I've seen all day. Sorry, Necromunda.
Oh no.
There was a portal through Chris's chest to Facebook.
So is Boba Fett's helmet all see-through now?
Oh yeah.
I'm looking. Sort of, maybe.
We should show off these dice too, because they are all special.
Oh, jamming dice and all the good stuff.
So there's 3 different sets of dice in here. Ones with arrows on them, and bullets, and targeting reticules.
So, scatter die and sustain fire dice.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if they're changing it to jam dice now or ammo roll dice, but.
Yeah, I think they're ammo roll dice. And then there's an injury die, and there's yellow ones with black details, and black ones with yellow details. I talked about those on the website. And then D6s with skulls on the 1, which will annoy Calvin.
No,
they're on the 6s!
It's okay.
Oh my goodness! Calvin can play this game.
I do. I'm in agreement. If I get nice special dice that have a symbol on it, I don't want to be disgusted when that symbol comes up. It all goes back to one of the first ever podcasts I listened to. Was called Podhammer from some Australian guys, and they did some Podhammer dice with the logo on. They put it on the 1. Oh damn! I hated that podcast. I hated seeing that little Spartan helmet with the headphones on so much.
the reason they do it is because on playing cards, the ace is the number one. And
Yeah.
that's where you put the art on a set of playing cards.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. People are still frustrated by this.
It's all good. So, let's see. We have a full colour rulebook, which I suppose isn't really a big deal anymore for people.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's a,
it's an expectation these days.
yeah. Full colour rulebook with lots of black and white art in it. To
Yeah.
give it a nice classy feel.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's a great point.
Full colour, lots of black and white artwork, but it's full colour.
The pictures of the dice are full color. The pictures of the artwork are all black and white.
I did want to bring the life-size Escher Ganga in.
Oh, we should have.
Loom over us.
We could have given her a spot at the table.
I think she's going to come home with me within the Dice 8 studio.
Her wife might be jealous.
I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
She can have the Primaris space room.
Sure, why not?
Okay. So, obviously, neither of us have managed to play this yet. As you saw, we literally just took the shrink off the rulebook and everything. But I'm going to be studying the rules this week. We'll get some games in. So hopefully Bill will join me again later on this week to get some gameplay stuff.
I'd be delighted to once again learn the rules of Necromunda.
Yeah. Do you have any hopes and dreams for Necromunda or anything? Obviously, you've already said you've never played the previous one, so...
I'm excited to play Necromunda.
Yeah. Period, full stop, end of sentence.
When Necromunda was a thing in the late 90s,
yeah,
was when I started to get into wargaming, and I was frustrated with 2nd edition Warhammer 40k.
Oh, best edition. There aren't enough dice in the world.
Yeah, and my friends were sort of getting out of it, and so Necromunda, they had already played by the time I started hanging out with them.
Yeah.
And so the group of guys that got me into wargaming, I hung out with. They were good friends of mine, and then we stopped playing war games, and I found a different gang of people to play games with, and Necromunda wasn't a thing for them.
Yeah.
So it just skipped by me.
I played a lot of Necromunda. It was, I think I'm on record as saying it was my favourite of those games.
Right.
I played a lot of Gorkamorka as well, which is the same game but with trucks and orcs and digger knobs and red gobbles. All good fun. But Necromunda was always my favourite because I was a horrible person and played Ratskin Renegades. So I'm happy to have the background stay alive.
Right, yes.
I'm excited to see what we do with it because I believe we've chatted in the past about Shadow War. If you come to Shadow War now, it does feel kind of dated.
Right, yeah.
Where I'm excited to see how this plays and if it feels like a modern game, which we've got good hopes. So there you go. This is Necromunda Underhive. You can pre-order it as of now, and it's going to be available in the 25th.
25th.
So we're committed now. There's going to be a giant thing above our head saying not to 25th.
Do not order this product.
But yeah, tune in again soon for a little bit more info and our thoughts on how it plays. Thanks, Bill, for joining me.